heard another rumor that you were bitten by a king cobra.
Yeah, I was. But after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died.
All praises to Yahweh, God alone. Thank you.
Yeah. Heal from the ropes, another death note. Not just a bird heard big goat.
Y'all continuously miss what y'all spoke, with only a drop left of antidote. Heal from the ropes, another death note. Marks of the bird heard scapegoats. Because y'all continuously miss what y'all spoke, with only a drop left of antidote.
Welcome to Torah Knights Radio. We got Killer B here hosting the show. And today we got on the panel, we got Sister Amber, we got Benny Man, we got Chris Harris, MVP, we got Josh, we got Lamont, we got Brother Mervin, Quina, Yem, and we about to get it in today. As you see, since old boy been put out, it seems like he's been losing it. He wants to beat Denzel, so I guess it was one of those days today. But yeah, so Torah Knights has moved on. We got rid of this fuckity fuck nigga. And as you can see on the panel today, we got a lot of other knights came back for the new edition of the Torah Knights. We had some claims made today on one of his videos. Slandering some brothers here. For one, his brother Chris Harris has done a lot for the Torah Knights. Done a lot for Judah Nazareth with his research. He's always show and improve in the Torah Knights. And there's been some claims put on him today that weren't true. I'm sure he's going to talk about that tonight. Yeah, he's losing it, as you can see. And the comment boards on his videos, you can see by his views, dislikes, likes. I don't know. The man just has a problem with repenting. And, you know, the man, he goes around, he's begging and forgiving people other than who the people he's supposed to be repenting from his evil ways. So, yeah, so we can get it on tonight. So, Brother Lamont, welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh, shalom, man. Shalom.
Yeah, since I was gone for a little while, I noticed you had left the Torah Knights. And
yes, I did leave. Did you want me to explain why?
Yeah, I was leading.
Oh, okay.
Get right into it.
Okay. Well, partly because I actually like the Torah Knights. I like the people that were in the group. I actually had conversations with people, built relationships.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry, Lamont. Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about yourself for some of the new people, the new listeners?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just a regular blue collar guy. Just not much. I don't have like a super thing going, but I'm just a regular dude. I was just a person who is looking for some answers as far as these theological questions and so forth. And I came across like these Israelite website or YouTube videos, and I was like, oh, that's just pretty interesting. And I was just going around YouTube making my rounds. Then I joined the organization, the Torah Knights guys, because I felt like the information they had was right up my alley. So then I actually reached out to Kanalawa in the beginning before I joined the Torah Knights, and I was asking him about the context of Emmanuel that is in Isaiah. If I'm not mistaken, Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. Just going off the top of my head. So yeah, before I joined the Torah Knights, I was asking questions about certain scriptures and what they meant. We was trying to uncover some of the deceptions with the New Testament. And then I came across Judah, and then I joined his group. I thought he was a cool dude. You know, I actually there's a lot of positive, good qualities about the guy too, but there's also about the negative qualities. You know, so as far as joining the group, I felt good about speaking to everybody, and then you know things kind of went left when the whole altercation came with you know, I hate talking about the past, but you know it's a accumulation. It's been accumulated to this juncture, where I felt like Chris was being a really cool brother. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't disrespect Judah in any way. He was actually helping the brother out with with the way everything looked online. With you know, if I'm not, I don't want to say any names, but whatever. So it it happened where Chris was pretty much just helping the brother out, and then there was accusations made against Chris about what he was doing was wrong, and I was like, no, I don't think so, man. Chris is a pretty stand up dude. Like, you know, I would ride with the dude, you know, like so. I just felt weird about it, and then when push came to shove, Chris was like, "Fuck you," excuse my language. I was like, you know what, this doesn't feel right, because prior to that, like there were like accusations against Brother Lacom and accusations against Brother Shalama and accusations against other members. So I was actually worried. I was like, why are people within the group being accused of being FBI agents and all this stuff? Is Judah gonna accuse me of being an FBI agent? I was thinking that in the back of my mind, these brothers are really cool, you know. Brother Josh and I, we would go on the chats and build on the scriptures. We would dig wells. We were digging wells on Dawadayim in the book of Genesis, and I'm like, okay, well, if Lacom is an FBI agent, I mean, he didn't do anything wrong to me. Like, I didn't see any money missing out of my bank account. I didn't see any windows broken at my house. Everything's all good, you know? And then I was like, all right, well, whatever. And then Shalom, he was a cool brother too. He was a great researcher. He was able to pull up websites on, on the history of the of like the Codex Sinaiticus and the different councils out there, because it was not just the Council of Nicaea. There were various councils that people don't talk about, but Council of Nicaea is one of the more popular things being talked about as of now. So he was able to pull up all this information. We had a very cool interaction with all these people, and then this happens, and then I felt like Chris was done wrong, so I said, you know, I'm gonna side with Chris, man, and I had to read that Psalms chapter 1 verse 1. You know, do not be in the congregation of the wicked. So I just left
to straighten everything out.
I'm sorry.
Did you brothers try to talk to him to straighten everything out?
Yes. I did try to. Because I was under the impression that Judah was okay with people coming up to him with their grievances and saying, "Hey, you know what? I don't agree with this," and he would listen attentively. But I felt like he was not that. He didn't have that type of. He didn't have that relationship where you go up to him and be like, "Hey, what's up? I have a thing where I'm struggling with," and then he would listen. It was more like everything was secondary, and I get it. You know, the Torah Knights was his thing, his group.
What was the vibe when you go to him and stuff for the grievance? What was the vibe that would give off?
Well, you wouldn't get an answer much. You wouldn't get a response. So when I felt like Chris and I, we were having discussions with with Apocrypha and all these various topics. I built a relationship as a friend, and then these things kind of that's when your conscience starts playing.
Did he be in the, I guess how can you say, in the circle? make himself part, like how you were saying, you and Shalom was doing all the studying and stuff, going over stuff.
Yes.
You would have him.
Occasionally he would he would add on or expound to what we're doing. Yeah, occasionally. But we were struggling with certain breakdowns, and Shalom and I would ask Judah for help, and sometimes it would kind of like not get answered, or we would have to discover it on our own or do our own research, and then Shalamai and I we would like call each other and be like, okay, I found what we were looking for. For example, here's a pertinent example: the whole variation between the Dariuses. There's more than one Darius. There's Darius the Mede and Darius the Persian, and that was not discussed and that was not brought up before. And then we were like scrambling looking for answers because it was confusing, and Judah was definitely not a part of that. And I'm saying like that's part of the building. Then that's part of the what the group is about, right? Information and learning and teaching. These are things that we were I was stumped. You know, with Darius, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? You know, and I don't know. I just feel like, you know, this thing with the group is based on relationships and friendships, and just, you know, it's not. You can't treat it as we're just computers on the internet. We're actually real people out here, you know, and
yeah.
So you felt that there was like really no care or concern of brothers, like, know what I mean, grievances, because you know a lot of brothers, they come in with issues, like,
yes,
that's why they're here. Like, know what I mean, they're seeking something like a solution.
There's exactly a solution. They're looking for the truth. So surrounded by deception,
or whatever, should have some type of, because that teacher puts it out there like what he's teaching will give you relief from all these things. You know what I mean? Right. Teaching you the solution. So like brothers is going with questions and they can't answer. And
another thing, just okay, building a person-to-person relationship. For example, I was on the YouTube comment board and I was corresponding with Judah. I said, you know what, a lot of things were said in between the time I left and now, but I'm willing to bury the hatchet and just, you know, like let bygones be bygones, let things go under like water under the bridge. And he didn't respond to me. But if I would have said something disrespectful or called him out of his name or do something wicked, there'll be a video up with my name in it, and like, you know, the smear campaign and the whole propaganda machine, the YouTube propaganda machine. But when I'm coming at you in a genuine fashion, I'm not getting a positive response. So this is a thing with like positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. Like the thing is, I'm not one of those type of brothers who would put like, you know, he's been through a lot with all these other camps, like putting his wife on YouTube and talking shit, and I get that. That's fucked up.
Yeah. I want you to remember something real quick.
I'm listening.
I haven't really talked to you since way over a year, right?
Yes, that is correct. The last conversation we had was I think a year and 7-8 months.
Yeah, and I think I didn't even talk to you offline, like personally, like we are now. Yeah, I hit you up. That was this morning, right? That was the first time I spoke in the messenger. Since then,
yes.
So everyone heard my testimony on how I tried to straighten things out with him.
Yes,
and got no response and everything. And now this brother is making saying the same story.
Yeah,
trying to straighten things out, and the same exact thing happened. And now, Brother Yum saw on the video that he made today. Brother Yum, you want to speak on that?
Kane. Shalom to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm Yum. You know, some people call me Yawam Yah. Some people call me Yom Yah at my congregation. But if you know my little story, I told my story once before on TKR. I was one of the original Knights. I left because I saw some deceit. You know what I'm saying? I saw things going on that really was deceitful and wicked that I didn't like. So I left. Went on my journey. You know what I'm saying? Noticed that TK was doing their thing. Started watching and was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I never left the methodology that TK was pushing as far as the scripture. I never left that alone. It was just the things that was going on within the team I just didn't like. So, you know, still trying to stay on topic. What I saw today was on the brother Born of Yah, his video. He had a sound clip.
Hey, Salak. That's Born Again to Yah.
Yeah, Born Again to Yah.
Okay.
Sweet. He had a sound clip on his video with Judah saying something to the effect of YouTube is making our men bunny boys, something like that. And the only thing that we're talking about is he named somebody that I didn't know who it was. And then he said, only thing that they're talking about is this person, homosexuality, and pedophilia. Things that really doesn't matter to not use his words, but you know, I'm trying to like not curse as much, but you know, so he's trying to say that homosexuality and pedophilia doesn't matter, which just to kind of give you a little thing, like when outside the cube, when he admitted that his utopian world involved homosexuality, I was the one that pulled that out of him because I deal with straight black pride with Irritated Genie and his movement. So me and my family, me and my wife, we're really against homosexuality, pedophilia, the whole, you know, that whole thing, you know what I'm saying? If I can read something real quick, this is coming out of the Dead Sea Scrolls. This is 1QS 8, verse 10. It says, these are the regulations by which the men of the perfect holiness shall conduct themselves one with another. All who enter the council of holiness of those walking in perfect behavior, as he commanded any one of them who breaks a word of the law of Moses impertinently and through carelessness will be banished from the community council. Right.
Wow.
If you read all the laws of the community, you'll see all of the judgments. So it says and you know, he pushes the Dead Sea Scrolls, you know what I'm saying? And just to say, like, what me hearing that today kind of pushed me over the edge. Like I had to speak up, you know. So if you just go to like Leviticus 20 and 13 and Leviticus 18 and 22, it clearly talks about, you know, there should be no homosexuality. You know, it's a law against that. And if you're saying that, oh, it doesn't really matter, then you're speaking against the law of Moses, speaking against the law of Yahweh. Deuteronomy 10 and 18 says that Yah execute judgment for the fatherless, right? Pedophilia. If you really look into that, you know that it's a lot of homosexuals adopting black children that don't have a father and raising them to be, you know, homosexuals, you know, putting them out there like that, you know, completely disrespecting their sexual, you know, what Yah gave them, the rule of nature. That's a big deal. That's a big deal on this earth and a big deal in the nation of Israel. And for that, you know what I'm saying, to Judah directly, you wrong for that. You're completely wrong for that. And there's so many judgments within this Dead Sea Scrolls, not even including the Torah, that we could bring out that shows that, yeah, you should be banished. You should be banished for a long time. And everybody that's in TK right now, you need to know this. You know what I'm saying? You need to know that the person who y'all look up to does not follow what he preaches. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't follow his own teachings or what he claims he believes in. Now, we all, you know what I'm saying, we all are imperfect. That's, you know, I'm not saying I'm perfect or anybody on here is perfect. But to, like, what it said impertinently, when you look up that word means like in rudeness. And the word in the Hebrew, I can't find it right now, but where's that? Nah, where it means, here you go, is Bayad Ramah, right? And it means like in a high hand, right? You're high-handedly like, oh, whatever, I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's high-handedly breaking Torah with what he's doing. And to all, like I said, to all those TK members, he put y'all on blast today.
Yeah.
Elder Thumb, we used to try to like talk to you. We wasn't attacking you. We was telling you like, look at his behavior and filter it through the Torah and see if he comes out clean or if he comes out all mangled up. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't see it. But then he just throws you under the bus. And to that sister that tried to say, oh, just go to him and talk to him like a man or whatever. Me personally, I tried to talk to him. I went to him and I told him we need it, because this was before I even really knew who it was. Like, I had my ideas, you know what I'm saying? But him calling all of TK treacherous, I went to him and I got the screenshot. If anybody want to see it, I got the screenshot. So I went to him and was like, look, man, why are you going to call all of TK treacherous if you have a issue with one or two people? You know, and I was like, we need to have a council to bring out all the evidence and to adjudicate the situation, because that's what Torah says to do. If this is Torah Knights and we're supposed to be about the Torah, doing the Torah, you know what I'm saying, then that's what we have to do. That's the road we have to go on. And the brother Sharyah, I want to say give a shout out to that brother. And he threw you under the bus too, bro. So don't act like that didn't happen, because he did that. You know what I'm saying? But he saw it and he came in and he was like, yo, brother Yim, he correct. That's what we supposed to do. But he did not adhere. He didn't listen to because just like it says in the Dead Sea Scrolls, the person that takes the Torah into his own hands, right? Not following the Torah, but actually trying to twist it. Like, man, it's just so much like I was telling the brothers earlier, you know, Proverbs 1-4, you know what I'm saying? Chapter 1-4, man. I was going through that today, and it was talking about how it's twisted. People are taking it and twist it. And like, that's what the brother does. And it's sad because we love that brother. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, got back into Torah so I could learn the temple. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to learn the temple. Like I was telling brother, that laham, that bread to fight. You know what I'm saying? I wanted certain type of understanding and something to really meditate on, even more than just the scriptures, to have that visual in my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I asked him questions myself, and he would give me these short answers and just move on. And just to give a quick example, you know, I was asking him about the 70 candlesticks in the holy place, and I was like, you know, isn't this like, I see it as being a representation of the 70 nations? And he was like, nah, that's not right. That's not right. Here's the script, because I said something about the altar of incense. I can't really remember right now, but he was like, no, that's that represents the throne of David. And he gave me some scripts. So I went and read it, and I was like, okay, I see that, but that doesn't negate what I was saying. And I brought a couple more scriptures, but I never got an answer. And it's like, that's what the brother does. Like, he'll lead you so far and then just leave you alone. So him saying tonight about it's a shame because people won't be able to learn. I didn't learn nothing while I was inside the chat, to be honest with you. I mean, I didn't learn a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing really going on. Because if you try to have a discussion, he comes in with like gossip. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's pretty much all I got to say, man. It is like, you know, me personally, I don't hate the brother. Like I was telling you earlier, your God, if he would have just put his pride to the side, just think of what Torah Knights could have been. You know what I'm saying? With everybody having their portion, everybody having their lot, and we all working together to help build up something. You know, it could have been a beautiful thing, but, you know, it is what it is right now. With that, I yield.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I was saying like some people are wrong and they will, know what I mean? Like, all right, I'm caught, I'm wrong. I ain't gonna admit it, but I'm gonna be straight up from now on. Know what I mean? He's wrong and he's saying he's right. And he's pushing the right. He's not saying he's right, but he's wrong. And just keep going. Like, know what I mean? Straighten out from them. And just leave and just forget about what he did. He got caught on. Like, know what I mean? But what he does is say, I'm right. No, he wrong. And then he's gonna keep pushing the right, keep pushing the wrong as right as he goes farther. So he's not trying to change. He's actually promoting his wrong as right afterwards, after being caught. You guys kind of understand what I'm saying? Like,
it's like woe to those who take. It's like the prophet Isaiah says. He says such and says, "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil." You know.
Dang.
And
It's
one
like,
of the
I was saying earlier. Like how we're as Yasharal, man, we're oracles to Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? In Allahayim. So it's like we can only fool ourselves for so long before even what we speak ends up being the truth, even beyond what we intended to be. You know? So that's what he's doing. Especially in this last video. Yeah. Everything that he was saying sarcastically, oh yeah, so I'm supposed to be the sorcerer, right? Okay, I'm supposed to be pedophile, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you are. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's coming out your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to add.
A mirror.
Go ahead, Josh.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead, Chris.
Well, this is how I came to know Judah, how I met the brother. I used to see his videos, and I didn't know what the hell they was about, to tell y'all the truth. I didn't know anything what they was about. I came in through Torah study a number of ways. I used to fight for the New Testament, and one day I just said, well, I'm going to check out this brother's videos, and I looked at him. I really didn't understand them or anything like that, but I kind of liked his charisma in the videos. And I started reading the Old Testament on my own. I met a guy named Davon Mays. We know how the story goes. I started entering into debates, putting my knowledge up against everybody else's. And I guess I got kind of popular at it. I don't know, whatever, no big deal. And I saw Trey Tell. I met Trey Tell. And I reached out to Trey Tell so I can meet Judah, because I didn't know he knew Judah. And that's how I ended up with the Torah Knights. I came on the show a couple of times and I just kicked it with everybody. And, he invited me to be a member on the Torah Knights. Now, after a while, it was going real good. I met Josh. I met all the guys. And it was actually fun, but for some odd reason, it took a turn. Like, whenever we would get ready to get these debates, it would turn somewhat into a slander campaign. And it was all good and fun, but then Trey Tell started releasing, as I was with Torah Knights, he started releasing video after video disrespecting black women. And I'm all like, and then he would have his wife, who's white, by the way. She's white, Judah. She's not black. She's not New Guinea. She's white. She's WHITE. She's white.
Okay.
She's a European. All right? She's not. Okay? Stop playing the game.
Yep.
Okay. So.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
You're muted, Chris.
Chris, you're muted. All right, we'll get Chris back in here. Benaman. You still there,
God, I'm here.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Right,
so So what happened, like I said, she's white, she's European, she's Caucasian, right? You don't have to play this game with everybody's mind that's listening. That's self-hate, which you were teaching earlier today. And then to go off to say that I'm not black, right? That was a weak move. And that one was a little bit of a low blow. No big deal, though. So he began to disrespect black women, and that one sister came on there to debate. Now, I'm when it comes to debates or studying, Killer B has witnessed me studying before. Lamad has witnessed me when I study before. I really dig in. I sit down. I'll spend my time with you. Like when me and Killer B found out something about Isaiah 53 and 5, I'm always willing to share it. I really sit down and study. She was texting me and he was texting me. They were asking me for answers on how should I attack old girl. And I gave her the answers, right? But it wasn't until that sister that was debating that white girl started crying and reading those scriptures. I said, whoa, she's taking this, like, she really is taking this seriously. So after that, he released video on video on video on video disrespecting black women. And I became part of that. I allowed that to happen within the culture of being a Torah-only observer. When I came home one day, my wife was crying, and she just happened to say, I'm going to look at the Torah Night videos. I noticed my husband's always on here. I'm going to go check him out. All she knew was Trey Tail, because that's who she knew that I knew on how I got involved with them. So she pulled up his videos and she saw how he was talking about them. So I made the video and I said, hey guys, I'm gonna bow out for a little while. I have to take care of my wife. You know what I'm saying? I've known my wife since we were 8 years old. We've been knowing each other that long. So I bowed out and I left the Torah Knights. I walked away respectfully. The very next day, they were doing a show just straight disrespecting me. Things got turned up. It was getting real ugly. For a couple of months, Killer B, anybody that was there knew it. I walked away. It finally calmed down. I came back. Me and Judah reached out to one another. We let it go. I came back. It was cool. A little bit of the same thing, but you just said, hey, that's just what Judah does. But recently, I heard him say, when Killer B played that video, that tie the rope around your neck, jump off the dresser and play Van Halen or whatever it is. And he said, jump off the dresser, nigga. And I was just like, yo, that was heartbreaking right there. Like, yo, you just can't say that kind of stuff and consider yourself a keeper of the Torah. You just can't say that kind of stuff. And if I didn't say anything about that, that would have made me just as guilty. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, anybody that's over there and they heard that, you're just as guilty for staying behind and dealing with that. Because when you stay behind there and you do that, what you end up doing is that you are stroking his ego. You know, the prophet relates, he says, woe to those who call good evil and evil good. So when you stay behind over there, you say it's okay what he's doing. You're teaching that. Okay? And you're not supposed to be doing that. It's not fair. So I decided to leave after that. And that's when I walked away again. And so that's when I decided to walk away. I heard it. This time I will not be returning. Chris Harris has nothing to do with Judah Natzarah. I love you, bro. But tonight, I don't want anything else to do with you. When you repent, you say, hey, Chris, man, I don't want to act like that no more. You're right. I'm more than willing. But then you got to rehabilitate yourself, man. You got to show a full 360-degree turnaround. Because me and Killer B couldn't stand each other. Killer B's not using me, and I'm not using him. Oh. So we're not going to try and use that either. Because that's what I call, that's a pimp named Slickback mind control. That's not what I'm into. I don't fall for that. You know what I'm saying?
So like,
I really don't.
I want to add that he himself admitted to be doing this for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a long time to be dealing with fuckery. Pardon my language. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you know, when he did, and then Sal let him back on the show. Sal let him back on the show, and many of the things that Judah was doing, I would start to do. When Judah would insult people, I would insult people. I never had a problem with soul of mine. It wasn't, I was only riding, doing what, I was just mad, and Judah fed into that. You understand what I'm saying? And he allowed me to, instead of saying, hey, Chris, don't act like that, it was always, yeah, F fuck me, fuck nigga, and all this other stuff. We know what it is. So this time I will not be returning. You can come around me. You're more than welcome to come on my platform. But right now I just need some time away from you, bro. I'm going to pass. I'm still your brother. You can call me whatever you want, but won't be no smoke from this side. It's just information. And I'm not trying to poison up my channel or my platform dealing with that low-level nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what I want my platform about. And for you to attack Davon Mays, that was another low blow, because Davon has never said anything bad about you. Other than the fact that we get fans that email us and they talk about you. And they say, I want to learn from Judah, but I can't because he does all this cussing. And that's a problem right there. And I sent him the emails. You spoke about Davon and you don't know Davon. You know nothing about him. You've never met him. You've never spoken to him. He came on the show one time. And after he left the show, he said he doesn't want anything else to do with it. He didn't want anything to do with the room because he said it was nothing but folly and ignorance in there. And that's what I begin to see in there. And I'll say it again, to anybody else that's still over there, you know right from wrong. You heard him today. And if you agree with that nonsense, what he's teaching, with all the slander, the name calling, the threats, he act like God is in his back pocket and he got God's personal phone number, then you're part of that. And you need to get away from that too. Because that's cultic behavior. And I made that decision on my own. There's nothing good gonna come out of that brother right now until he repents, until he stops doing what he's doing right now. Because what you're dealing with right now is a sickness. That's a sickness. It's a cry out for help. It's a cry out for attention. And actually it's a mockery of a book that's supposed to try to bring people together. So, like I said, Judah Natzarah is no longer in the Torah Knights. He has no home here.
Nope.
Since you want to read New Testament scripture, you have been brushed off the back of my shoe, like dirt on the road, brother. I'm moving on.
Also, I want him to prove that the book of Mark doesn't have the resurrection.
No, what I want him to do, I want him to wear those chains, and I want him to take each chain from around his neck, and I want him to put it at the camera, and I want you to show us what each one of those chains are. Because there is no Star of David. It's a lie. Then you do a lesson about the Torah, and when you do the lesson about the Torah, you don't address anything or any of the information that Killer B brought forth. You do what I call a comb over. You combed over the bald spot, but you did not. You didn't address the bald spot. You did not put grease on the bald spot. You just combed over it and pulled the hair over it. You brushed the waves over the bald spot. I wasn't fooled by that, and many of your minions are. I speak with a lot of those guys to this day, and I guarantee you, Judah, by the time we're finished with you and they see this testimony tonight, they're going to start looking at you cross-eyed. You can keep Neggy. That's a white boy. I could give a damn. That's a retarded white boy. You got a homosexual in your camp. You got a homosexual that hangs around an internet faggot named Fag in your camp. And you defend him. And you talk about homosexuals. That's not important right now. Yeah, way to try to mislead your people. Look what that last video got you. It got 44. It's at 44 dislikes and 20 likes. The people are speaking on you now, bro. 1 minute, Solomon ain't shit. The next minute, Solomon's the greatest man on earth. 1 minute, outside the cube ain't shit. Next minute, outside the cube is your favorite atheist. I didn't need you before to establish my name, and I don't need you after. I can move on without you. I was still busy. As a matter of fact, when I joined the debate league, I joined just to debate you, and you never wanted to take that debate. So there will be no matter of fact, there will be no 3-on-1 debate. Or we might just do this. We might just agree to the 3-on-1 and just let Kana have it. Like, oh, we're going to bow out. You can have it, Kana. and watch you run. So it's
Oh,
not
they
gonna
bum
look
rushing
good
me.
for
They
you.
bum rushing me.
No. What we'll do is we'll agree to it, and guess what? Me and Kana, me and Killer B will say, you know what? We lose. We bowing out. We don't want to debate no more. We got to go home, and then let Kana have it. We can say that, and you still don't know what we're gonna do because you don't want to debate Kana Lawa. You didn't want to debate me when I came on Solar Vision because that temple that you teach, that's nothing but a solar temple, son. That temple has nothing to do with the Most High's temple that is found in Ezekiel. That is Solomon's temple that you're teaching. And Solomon's temple was profane. It was destroyed. The Most High said, show the children of Israel the temple found in Ezekiel. That's the temple he said teach. That's what he said out of his mouth. Now, if you believe in the book, like you say that we don't, you wouldn't be teaching that what you teach. With R.H. Waller's book, The Temple Inside of Man, teaches the same thing you teach. And guess where it was from? Scottish Rite Masons. And that's all I was going to bring out on you all day long.
Man.
And if you want to take that debate with me, you can make that happen. That'd be the funnest debate I had in a long time. Y'all can have the floor, man. I'm done.
Yeah, we got Brother Big Man back up in here.
Shalom.
Yeah, man. So when I was gone for a while and I came back, I noticed you and all the other brothers was gone. So
I had to. There was a lot of things going on in TK.
Before you start, I noticed you woke up before I left, actually.
What you mean?
I think you left, but you might have left. No, you didn't leave, but you could tell that you woke up. Because I remember there was a couple of times and stuff when he fake terminated that site on that channel the first time. And you said some things that was pushing the buttons. And of course I had to come in as a TK, like, know what I'm saying? And enforcer and stuff, under the commands of General Judah Natzarah. I believe you remember a couple occasions. There was another brother that was in there too, and he woke up to it. He hauled ass though, he hauled ass. But yeah, let us know something. What that happened with you when they you leave?
Well, see, here's the thing. Well, before I say anything, I want to give a couple shout outs to some of the brothers out there. Brother Shalamah, Brother Yakanan, Ira, Brother Sanchez, and Brother Jason. Peace and love to all you brothers out there, and let the Most High's blessings be with you always. But I'm gonna say this because I'm not trying to basically repeat anything that's basically already been said about TK or whoever in the Torah Knights.
Yeah.
But here was the biggest issue that basically just snapped me out of that.
Shout out to Yakanan. Shout out to Yakanan.
Kind. But it was back when. Remember that time when Judah came on the live stream and he was dogging Quanah, him and his differences. Now, I didn't know nothing about Quanah besides what Ira tells me. Ira tells me all the time Quanah and Judah are some good brothers, especially Quanah, because he got a lot of knowledge. Now, whatever differences they had, Judah channel got taken down to time, and he just flipped shit. Blaming on Quanah, came on the line drunk as hell, just repeating himself, slurring and all that stuff. Yep. And I'm looking around, nobody ain't saying shit. I'm not saying it was a fear. It was something like, no, I can't say that. There were some brothers that was saying some stuff. They were saying he had to calm down, but he was still going at it. So it put me in the mindset of thinking like, wow.
Oh, I remember the time you talking about, and y'all was telling them to take the video down. Take the video down.
God.
I remember the time. Yeah, he was talking crazy. Talking about shooting people and all types of crazy.
It became the Godfather real quick. He became Scarface like a buff. Hey, but it was whatever though. But it put me in the mindset like, wow, the Most High is not your God. Social media / YouTube is your God, because it wasn't the Tawadah. It wasn't any of the brothers that got attacked. It was your channel, and you basically flipped. I was like, wow. and he just lost script after that. And ever since then, it's been like some back and forth, like drama talk, backstabbing between all other knights and that stuff. Everybody had their own faults, but no one should point fingers at all. But you know, Judah's just, I guess he's just gonna do him. I mean, people kind of like to lick boots, kiss ass, to do what they gotta do. But if you look at any of the Hebrew Israelite camps on these videos, besides checking out the videos, look at the people on the comment boards. I don't believe, regardless, you could claim to be a Hebrew Israelite, but your spirit is not in the right mindset at all. Because you look at Proverbs and the book of Psalms, your character does not act like any of that at all. I'm talking to all the viewers that be on the comment boards, not I'm talking about on Judah's page, but whoever's page. You gotta keep in mind, everybody of the 12 tribes is the Most High's people. So you shouldn't dog anybody. You shouldn't dog anybody else at all, regardless of their beliefs or what they stand for. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can disagree and not understand something, but as an adult or mature person, you should try to walk away, you know, lead by example, because people out here have family and got children's. You know what I'm saying? So if they look at us how we act, how you think they're gonna react when they get older and when it's their turn to you know what I'm saying, to lead and stuff. But I had to let all that go. So slowly but surely, I just had to step away. Me and Ira just did our thing, and then that was that.
Wow. Yeah, man. It's all, see, everybody's saying the same thing. It's like it's great. And
ended up though. I ain't trying to put nobody on blast, but the whole obsession with Amber, I'm like, wow, you really attacking this sister? Like, and what did she do? Like, come on now. I mean, that was just something else. From it was first I know it was from
day he was attacking that sister, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Kind. See, it went from Brother Jason, because remember how Brother Jason was coming out with his document about the book of Job and everything like that. I didn't quite understand it at first, but I had to basically get more understanding by basically talking to him and getting some studies in. But then it went from Brother Jason, it went to Sister Amber, to Chris, and all other Torah Knights members. And it's crazy, but if you really look at Judah's character, he really is a narcissist. I swear to you, he is a narcissist. Anything that's not going his way, he'll throw a hissy fit real quick. But again, I'm done with that. I ain't got nothing else to say bad about anybody. If people want to slur and talk anyone, I'm not talking about anybody on this chat, but I'm talking about outside of this group, let them do them. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to play recess, take it to Springer. But I ain't got time for it.
Let me just interject. Let me just interject this, like what the brother said. Like, it's about maturity. Like, we're adults, and Yahweh ain't looking for like immaturity, man. Like, this movement is supposed to be about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Not being stuck in like a perpetual state of adolescency. And that's the thing that gets to me, like the brother was saying, man. If he don't get his way, he just throws a hissy fit. And he comes in the chat and just talks junk and defame everybody in the chat. Like, yo, we're your brothers. But you coming in telling me I'm lazy? Like, talk to my feet. My feet hurt. You know what I'm saying? Talk to my bill collector. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you I ain't lazy. You know what I'm saying? The work ain't about just videos. It's about working on yourself and refining yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we was like, yo, this temple will help. You know what I'm saying? Especially for me, like, it'll help, you know, get those things off of me that I really need to get off of me. But, you know, just like I said, like the brother said, man, he Cain AF, man, that state of maturity, man. We got to raise the standard. And I yield.
Kind. But I like to give time out to all the viewers or anyone else paying attention. I don't want to apologize on behalf of my actions when I was amongst TK. If I would say anything rational or harsh about anybody else's beliefs, Christianity, or wherever you follow, Buddhist, Hindu, it doesn't matter. I see y'all all as my brothers and sisters, no matter what nationality, color, or beliefs. If you're on the path of love and righteousness, you're welcome in my circle, as long as we do it respectfully and righteously. Don't try to change who I am, and I will not try to point fingers and judge you at all. Yahweh Khan.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Praise Yah, man. For real. But yeah, look, I'll add something in. There was something that I saw on the video that he posted up today, and it was regarding myself. And he said that, well, he first of all, he has a good thing. He has a good way of projecting um, false images upon people, and because of his talented voice, then people tend to believe him. But the truth of the matter is that whenever I found when I found his site and he was talking about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, he was talking about the cube. He was talking about things that I had studied before as far as geometric shapes and the mathematical spiritual comparison to them. You know what I mean? I had already been hip to that, but I had never seen someone put it in such a way to where it was related to, I would just say scriptures, not necessarily the temple either, because I was never down with his translation of it totally at all, anyways, because I already know that you can't just put a physical piece of paper up and say that's the temple and have people understand that. That's just silly. You know what I'm saying? And then like so the thing is
Especially
that
something that looks like a GoBot transformer figure.
yeah, and there's no legs. There's no leg.
Oh,
There's pillars.
jeez.
How does pillars lay down into legs? It just doesn't
Exactly.
happen.
That mean and exactly that mean it's a phallus. That means it's two phalluses sticking up when you lay it on its
Okay,
side.
sorry, now I have to interject, and I guess we're gonna have to all take a discussion on this because that's no, but I'll let you guys keep going.
Oh, there's no phallus on there?
What?
He's talking
There's no
about yeah,
phallus on
y'all
there?
hold off on that discussion. Hold off on that one, yeah, because actually a pretty good discussion in that it could be enlightening to a lot of brothers and sisters. You know what
Oh,
I'm
let's
saying?
get that in.
So but
Let's talk about the
yeah, man,
temple that was destroyed.
yeah, I just wanted to say that I didn't learn like he in the video he projected that I somehow camp stumbled upon him and came upon all this like supreme divine knowledge, you know what I'm saying? When it's just not the facts because as Killer Bees know, we go back, man. We go back to this old form of like where we study mathematics and dealing with like metaphysical like principles, you know what I'm saying? So like to the way that he's projecting that is that the truth of the fact is that I just came upon a better understanding of how to approach the temple. You know what I'm saying? That's within scriptures. Not the temple within me, but the one within scriptures. You know, I just want to make that clear. You know what I'm saying? Like they already know that Yahweh surpasses anything that's physical, so knowing this type of knowledge just kind of refines the understanding. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, I just wanted to put that out there.
God.
Go ahead, Lamont.
Oh yeah. I mean, the thing is, okay, if you're listening to this broadcast, Judah, man, what about a relationship or a friendship with people that you associate yourself with? I mean, the thing is, you can't control everybody. You can't control your whole environment and do all that stuff. People are going to disagree with you. People are going through all different paths and walks of life. You can't, as a response for them not to agree with you, insult them and then threaten or just the whole slander campaign. I get it. You're nice with the whole, the information, and you can really control the narrative. And you can convince people. For example, you can say Lamont lives under a cardboard box at this address, and he's he's crazy, and you can say all that stuff, and then people will be like, "Wow, that's true. Lamont lives under a cardboard box at this address in Los Angeles." but the thing is, it's like, okay, at the end of the day, what did you do? You just burned a bridge. You want to have as many friends as possible. You want to have, man. They say it's a cold world out there.
He got Yakuza connections in Japan, apparently.
Oh, hell no.
Well, okay. For example, let's say that were true. Okay, he has Yakuza connections. Okay, well, wouldn't you want to be friend? Like, what if one of those motherfuckers don't like? Excuse my language. They don't like you. Like, what are you gonna do when a Yakuza dude is like, "Hey, man, I don't like you." Like,
he's going to teach them the Torah, and he's going to tell them that they're Israelites and niggas need a brick upside the head and all that other craziness.
I know, but he has to still he still has to make friends regardless. Like, you got to get the Yakuza to like you back.
He doesn't have no Yakuza connections, man. He does not. You know what I'm saying? Man. For the record, I have a tattoo artist, right? I had a tattoo artist. I don't even know where he's at. He's so illed out. But he was part of a tattoo guild in Japan. And he went over there himself, rogue, and just was so good at tattooing, they ended up teaching him how to do tebari, which is like a tattoo style, like the poking of the skin or whatever. And so anyway, he had joined a family over there, or a guild. So he was around Yakuza all the time, because tattooing is deep with them. And he would come back and he would tell me all kinds of stuff. So I'm just saying, man, like, what he's talking about some subjugation type shit. Like, he's having to do something to get something. They ain't kicking it with that cat. I'm just saying. Because my tattoo artist, the police came to his crib. He put out a samurai sword on them fools. And they was just backing up. They didn't even shoot him. That's how crazy the shit was. So I'm just saying, man, like, like, don't believe the hype. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, can I say something real quick too? Just real quick. He put me in charge of this Hebrew class. And Judah, we never talked about that. You just said, yeah, me and Yam, we're gonna teach Hebrew class. And it's like, what? Like, we never even talked about it. So you just like threw me out there, like doing something that you don't want to do. Like, maybe you don't know grammar. Every ha means the, every M means from, like, but that's not really the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're abnegating your responsibility onto other people, like, to take their time. Like we keep saying this, you're taking people's time. You know what I'm saying? So don't nobody out there like really think like that. Me and him had this discussion about, yeah, we're going to start teaching. It was because people kept asking, like, yo, when are we going to get into this language? When are we going to get into this language? And since you know that I was like, trying to focus on the language, yeah, let's just throw Yim out there. But when I first came back and I tried to get people involved, nobody wanted to be involved. But to you, it was just like, yeah, Yim, how's your language thingy? It was just a language thingy to you. But then you want to do a language class and put me in charge when we, like, you don't know if I had the time to do that. You know what I'm saying? But like, so you lied right there. Like, we never discussed that. You just tried to like throw me out there, bro.
Okay, so on that, to add to what Yim is saying, then how many of y'all have heard this? Okay, I'm not the leader. I'm not the leader. He says that all the time. I'm not the leader. I'm not the leader. But that doesn't negate the fact of influence. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be unconscious of your influence to do the things that he does or has done. You know what I'm saying? You have to be unconscious of your influence. But yet, we all know that he's conscious of his influence, the way that he clings onto this YouTube thing and clings onto this internet thing. You know what I'm saying? Yet, but he'll be the first one to tell you, say, Killer B is a CIA agent. He's an information gatherer. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not adult behavior from a person who's an adult. You know what I'm saying?
And this whole thing that you have to know the Aramaic in order to teach Torah, like, where's that a condition at in the book. When is that a condition when that's just one of the many languages that they learn in their captivities? Where is that a condition at? You know, to say something like that is just trying to discredit somebody. I tell you what, I may not know the Aramaic language. I may not know the Hebrew language, or whatever it is that people call it. But you can't tell me that I don't understand the historical setting and dates of these scriptures and when they're taking place. You can't tell me that. I still haven't found a person that wants to debate me on Daniel, the 9th chapter, that calls himself a Messianic. They won't take the debate now because I did that lesson. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find that. And there's no condition that says he ain't no real Israelite. He don't even know the language. What is that? That's you trying to move. That's you trying to sit up there and like shape everybody and mold everybody to believe what you believe. Like, oh, he know the language. Man, you got 7. He has 7 straight shows with nothing but slander. Nothing but slander. It's just a slander-based show. I mean, you got to give it to the Christians. At least they get on there and have a Sunday school lesson every Shabbat, every Sabbath. And that's one of the main things they say. We want to see y'all get on there and teach a lesson. Chris teach lessons. He'll teach a lesson. Let's see you do it, Judah. Never does it. You'll make a video with Denzel Washington, and you'll be saying a bunch of other crazy stuff, calling people Timmy and all this other stuff. And now look at you. This whole thing done backfired on you, Judah. It has backfired on you. Backfired. It's a sad day, man. This is a backfire if I ever seen one.
Right?
Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like a backfire. It's like you fired the shot in a hallway, and the bullet coming right back at you.
No escape. We're just talking about that. Like, this is unbelievable. Like,
hold on, real quick. Hold up, real quick. Do anybody have their Torah or their Bible on them by chance?
No, not me. I'm at work.
Okay, somebody go to 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 7 real quick.
Is that about Shiloh?
Say when?
Is that about Shiloh?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. This is going to be out of the New Oxford Annotated Bible, though. That's the closest thing I got.
It's good. It doesn't matter. It's good.
Let's see. It says 1 Samuel 1, verse 7. So it went on year by year, as often as she went up to the house of Yahweh.
Hold up. Verse 7?
Verse 7? 1 Samuel?
1 Samuel, verse 7. Yes, kind.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading.
Okay, let me read it real quick. Sorry, it's locked.
Chapter 1, verse 7? What chapter?
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Chapter 3, verse 7. Salak. 1 Samuel, chapter 3, verse 7. My bad.
Okay, chapter 3, verse 7.
Okay.
Now Samuel did not yet know Yahweh, and the word of Yahweh had not yet been revealed to him.
Stop right there. Yeah. Cool. Now, anybody in any Hebrew Israelite group claiming that the Most High is not with them, what did the brother just read just now with the prophet Samuel? The Most High was not with Samuel, nor did Samuel know anything about the Most High. So how does that make us better than anyone else? The ones who do or don't know Aramaic. And the ones who claim to know Aramaic Hebrew, y'all don't read it all fluently. We all teach out the Tawadah. Y'all read it in English. So for Judah to come out and thinks that Torah Knights is better than anyone because their style of reading is better, that's bullshit.
Right. Well, let me touch on what you just said, because we were talking about that earlier, and that has to do with empathy. You know what I'm saying? Like, empathy is realizing that the next brother is not where you at, so to speak. And if the person is not where you at and you perceive it, then it's part of your duty to bring them where you at. You know what I'm saying? So that's what empathy. This is what I'm talking about. These are adult things. These are adult things. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to break it down, this is the way adults work, real adults, is that they try. You know what I mean? So it's like what Killer B brought out. How many people have went to him and asked for things, requested things? Some brothers more than others, even almost dang near stalked him for him to give information up. And you got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And yet, what do you hear? Oh, I'm not the leader. I'm not the leader. You should just trust Yahweh. Well, that is true. But if Yahweh is giving you this information to bring out, and you claim to be the sole sharer of this information, then what do you expect? That's you not doing your responsibility. You know? That's why I don't put out stuff like that. It's dangerous when you put out stuff dealing with high intelligence and Tharawah, and then have people fiending for that information and knowledge, and you can't provide it, then, hey, man, that's not of Yahweh, man, because Yahweh don't tire like we do. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Judah claims to be a Levite, correct?
Does he really?
Doesn't he? That he has the
He
Levitical
claims to be
knowledge?
Elijah the prophet.
Ah!
He claims to be Elijah the prophet.
God. Oh man.
Well,
Y'all
did
see
the
where Dungeons and
Levites-
Dragons takes y'all?
Well, did the Levites have more? Were they able to have more than one wife?
No.
Okay,
No,
so
no, 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 no.
when I brought this to his attention, all of a sudden, he's not a Levite anymore. Because I set up the question just like that and asked him if he was a Levite. He said yes. The Most High gave him the Levitical knowledge. But now all of a sudden, when I called him out on his BS, he wants to moonwalk.
See, when you play Dungeons and Dragons, you can play any character you want. You can just take some out, take some in. You have a lot of scripted Israelites out here.
Busted. Busted.
Hey, can I bring this scripture out real quick?
God, go ahead.
I just piggybacking on what Josh has said about when you're the leader, and you have this influence, you have a responsibility that he doesn't. Certain people don't want to, do that responsibility. But this is like I said, I was reading Proverbs and I read chapter 1 through 4 earlier, and this is Proverbs 3:26, and I'm reading out of the ISR, and it says, "For Yahweh is at your side, and he shall guard your foot from being caught." Now check this out: "Do not withhold good from those who deserve it, when it is in your power, when it is in the power of your hand to do so." So he has this knowledge, but he's not really wanting to share with people. When you come to him, oh, you only get it when I release an album. You know what I'm saying? When I do a video, when I do a video, that's when you get the knowledge. But when you like, yo, bro, I need some help on this or whatever, he withholds the good from those who deserve it. Like if we're supposed to be the Dead Sea Scrolls, a righteous community, he's not supposed to hold that back, but he does that. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to bring that scripture out.
A precept for that is Zechariah. A precept for that is Zechariah.
I want to talk to you off air. I want to talk to you guys about these Dead Sea Scrolls in this Natzarahs community. I want to talk to you guys about that off air. Okay, y'all keep going. I'm gonna talk to y'all about that off air.
Seems like Chris needs a lot of correcting. We'll take care of that later.
So anyway, I didn't watch the video today. I just choose not to.
That mug was raw. I swear to God, kill. I'm sorry. It's a lot. That was just it was the ball off real. No, because I've been gone. It's like I keep to myself. I do these just being my studies. I'm stuttering. But for what last I've seen, Chris and Killer hate each other. And it was beautiful because see, unity is key. Like I love how they broke the video down. Wasn't like bashing people's names and nothing like that. They was just getting right to the point. Man, that video was dope as hell.
Which video are you talking about?
It's the one I believe Shalamar sent me the link of. It was let me see. Go to it real quick.
No, the video that I'm talking about is the one that Judah just did and trying to roast it, everybody. Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, never mind. My bad.
I choose not to, pollute my brain with all the slander and the lies. But what
don't you get tired of seeing like Jerry Springer episodes? Like, if people want to see like drama, like niggas go at it, they could go to this TV station or whatever they want to watch. Like, I understand that.
Drama.
Hold up. I just got one thing.
Mm-hmm, go ahead.
One thing real quick. On the strength of Kana, where that 1v1 at?
My 1v1. I'm still waiting for my 1v1, dude.
Wait. Quina, this is you, Quina?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
Shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna
what up, Kana?
What up, Kana? Where that 1v1 at?
Where that 1v1 at? He sent me messages today, said I'll take you, Killer B, and Kana all on. So I'm sitting up there saying like, all right, we'll do it. But then when we get to the debate, he's like, you know what? Me and Killer B got to go take a shit or something like that. How about you just debate him, Kana? Peace out. And watch him just wither away. Like, cause he's not gonna debate Kana. He's gonna try and put Rob Rack against him or something like that again. You know what I'm saying? Or Hadassah to fight his battle. That's not cult leaders don't fight their own battles. They put their people in front of them to fight the battles for them. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. So, man, you got the floor, man.
Can anybody tell me why my name keeps being brought up all the time? I'm not out here. I'm not a teacher. I'm a student. I'm learning. And I simply just wanted to remove myself from that whole negativity. Now, all of a sudden, all these thoughts of putting out there about what me and my husband do behind closed doors. Just the most vile things are always out here,
Well, sis, to be honest, besides Judah being a narcissist, a lot of these so-called male Israelites aren't perfect. They got a lot of issues and problems going on in their household or whatever like that.
So they got daddy issues.
Yeah, sometimes that's part of the issues too. So it's kind of like an obsession and control thing. I'm not talking about anybody in TK, but just anybody in particular who's supposed to be a righteous man of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? If you really follow in your heart and your lifestyle is in this Torah and everything like that, it shouldn't be hard to persuade your own woman, not anyone else's, to do what's right. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see why anyone trying to sidestep into getting extra women in their pocket or something like that. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy.
It is crazy. This dude calls out my name more than all three of my kids put together.
Oh, damn. On a daily?
My oldest child is 16 years old.
No. I mean, does he come at you like this on a daily basis?
Well, from what I'm hearing, there's always some subliminal message in his videos. Always. And it's always got to be about something with me and my husband.
Well, the best thing really I can say is a lot of our people have to let their electronics go, because besides Judah having YouTube being his God, I'm not speaking for everybody, but for what it seems like, a lot of our people worship electronics. We bow our heads to our computers, laptops, and cell phones all day long. We do not pick up an actual physical book or do any type of real research and put our daily time and effort to something else besides Israelite gossip drama. Because again, there's a lot of scripted Israelites. We'll claim the name Israel, but we'll act it out scripturally, like just playing a character. But we live a different lifestyle outside of social media and stuff, and that's exactly what he's doing. It's like a web of destruction, and once you're in it, it's kind of hard to get out. I'm not saying it's going to happen soon, but it probably will take time for a lot of this to stop. But I guess you just have to probably like just wait it out.
Yeah, I thought that that would have been the case too. But who makes, I mean, honestly, who makes videos on somebody making the most ridiculous claims just because they don't want to deal with you?
A narcissist. Actually, if anybody has the time,
Hold on,
go to YouTube real quick.
I didn't know I was muted. Yeah, I want to get this thing running along and stuff. We're gonna try to stay on topic here. Yeah, brother Kona, he was sharing something with us earlier about Amalek and how yeah. Well, I'll let Kona. I don't know if you got to see the video today, Kona.
Hey, before Kana gets on, I just want to say shalom to everybody. I got to go to work in the morning, so it's almost 3:00 here. So
good night.
Come on, bro. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Shalom. Shalom.
Yeah. I need to lay it down too, man. So all praise to Yahweh, man. More strength to all you Yasharal upon here. You know what I'm saying? And big ups, man. Allahim be praised in Yahweh name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, message me, Josh, over Messenger, bro. Hit me up.
Yep. All right, bro. Yeah, Kwana. So what's your whole thing on it? I don't know if you saw the video today, and I'd like you to share that info with us. And maybe real quick. Maybe play. No, we'll say that for a lesson with the thing with Chris Harris was talking about. We'll save that for another video. But yeah, what was your take on what you saw today, if you saw it, and that information you brung by us? Because it all ties in with the topic today.
Right. Judah's video, right?
Yep.
Nah, see, I haven't gotten a chance to view it yet, but you could tell what it was right off the bat. I've been.
He said he's retiring.
Right, I've been seeing this dude since the beginning. I helped start the damn group with that motherfucker. So, I've seen him do this so many times. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? He always like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take off, blah 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 blah. He's always deleting his YouTube accounts, bringing it back, doing all this different stuff. Man, he's done it for years. So he's just doing the same round. It's kind of like a pity party thing, really, is what it is. He's like trying to mentally manipulate people into feeling sorry for him and, oh no, don't go, Judah, we need you, man, and blah blah blah. And it's like, need you for what? What have you taught anybody except for what not to do? What have you done except for not act vile and maybe make everyone else act vile because of your actions? All he's ever done is corrupted people and just sent them down a wrong path. And because of that, people are now rejecting a lot of things that are founded in the Torah just because he teaches them. You know what I mean? Which is very dangerous. So it's the same thing with like One West. I see people do it all the time, like, oh, they see One West teaching something, so they want to stay away from it. You know what I mean? So, but they don't understand that that's kind of like it's like a psychological ploy to get people to, reject things that are really true just because they got their little grubby hands on it and twisted it and presented it to people in a certain light, which is what he's really good at doing. So it's, I could just imagine, I'll check the video out soon, but I could just imagine what he's saying, probably the same stuff that he's rehearsed for the 50th fucking time, all he is a TV show, it's just a soap opera. Oh, next week on Judah Natzarah, he's gonna die, blah, blah, and then the bullet didn't really hit his heart and he survived and now he's in a coma, but then he's out of it, You know what I mean? Like it's just a bunch of freaking nonsense, dude. That it's always some type of, like Josh says, some type of fuckery with him. And it's gotten to a point where it just needs to stop. You know what I mean? And everybody's, look at what he's done to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, look at everybody's testimonies and stuff like that. That's why I brought up I was saying like a precept to what was said in the Proverbs and stuff is in Zechariah 11 talks about the wicked shepherd, a shepherd that's bad. He doesn't take care of his flock. You know what I mean? Like people are begging for food and he's not giving it, and if you're going to do, the Levitical, things, if you're going to try to follow that route, then you need to be in charge of the pre-sales and distributing the the storage that everybody brings in as tithes, you know, because everybody would bring, you know, different things in as tithes, and they would be stored up, and then they would be distributed to the poor if needed. Well, we all are poor. We all are fatherless because we were all off, you know, committing spiritual fornication and adultery and not underneath our Father Yahweh. You know, now we've come back, so now it's different, but we're still playing cleanup. You know what I mean? It's still going on. You know, there's I kept quiet for the most things, but there are a lot of things that were said that do need to be corrected. And we can go through all the scriptures and break everything down that we have to and all that stuff. But that's what happens. That's why he's so dangerous. That's why, you know, before we went live or whatever, I was discussing how he's doing the things that the protocols of Zion talked about, you know, of how they wanted to infiltrate and just cause complete chaos to where people feel powerless, and that they don't know, you know, they would rather just give up than try to figure it out, because they laid such a heavy snare. You know, they made it into trying to navigate like a labyrinth, you know, when it should just be straightforward. You know, it should just be, you know, someone needs something, then you provide it for them. And if you don't know, then say you don't know, you know, but the way he presents himself is that he does know, when obviously it's been proven over and over and over for years and years and years that he doesn't. So it's good that everybody's starting to speak out against that. And that's what everybody needs to do. Everybody just needs to band together. Don't get scared. Don't get afraid. Because we all know his, like what was brought up earlier, the propaganda war machine that he is. You know, he's going to slander. He's going to do it. I've been through it the longest. Like, I was Screech. I was Edomite. I was, you know, whatever the hell else. I was compared with white dudes with dreadlocks. I was compared with everything. My name was ran through the mud. My wife was talked to in such grotesque ways that you know, these things would be punishable by death. You know, and back in the old days, dude, and he did that, you know, for years and years, and still does that, you know, to everybody around. And I've seen it, like, witnessed him doing it.
Real quick, I apologize.
No, you're good, dude.
Yeah. So someone just informed me, said the comments were disabled. On it, can anybody in the chat let me know if they are or not?
Thought the comments on the board.
Yeah, someone told me that the comments were disabled.
Let me check it out real quick. Hold up.
Yeah, sorry about that. Thanks for everybody in the chat and stuff. Shout out to everybody. Sister Lori, Hickman Hart, Brother Joel, Kolaya, all the other brothers, some other ones I might have missed. Chris Harris, peace to all y'all. Thanks. Let's hit that like button. Give me a share. Let's get this information out to people. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Yeah, I guess you're all straight, right? Or are they good?
Oh, hold up. Salaki.
Everybody, someone in the chat said we see him.
Okay.
Okay, all right, we good. I'm sorry, Kanai. You go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good, dude. That sucks. There's always problems. The ghost in the machine, you know?
Yeah.
Technology always has its bullshit. Satan always takes control of it and fucks with people with it. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
bunch
all right.
Of
yeah, man, yeah, I remember. Yeah, your wife and stuff. He used to say some crazy stuff.
Yeah, dude. He, you know, slandered us through all hell to where people just, you know, completely wanted to stay away. And but you know, it's the same thing, you know, and it's sad. It made me sad. It really did, seeing everybody else just one by one going through the same thing. And it's like, I tried to warn everyone. I really did. But sometimes, you know, sometimes people need to go through things to learn a lesson. So, you know, that's a good thing that everybody is learning lessons from this and growing from this, because that's what's needed. So, but it's just a horrible thing to witness, you know what I mean? Just like, I couldn't do anything, no matter how much I tried to say and tried to help people out. Like, everybody just didn't want to listen, but luckily, now it's different. And hopefully this guy can get out of the community, because he's just a cancer. You know, so I mean, you know, people say, I hope he repents and stuff like that. And that would be cool, but we all know deep down what it really is. And so it's like, if he's not going to do that, then it's might as well just get rid of him out of the community. Everybody needs to just be like, no, dude, no more teaching. Nobody watches videos. Nobody do anything. Once it gets to a certain point, you know, obviously we need to keep pressure on him right now, but once it gets to a certain point, it's just going to come down to that. You know what I mean? Because he just needs to stop. That poison needs to be stopped, you know, spreading through the community, because it's causing a lot of chaos and causing a lot of havoc. You know what I mean? He's not really helping anybody anymore, like at all, if he even really did.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that book that you were talking about. Did you grab? I think you said I grabbed it.
Which one? Oh, the protocols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Did you want me to read?
Because I want to close it up like in a little bit. I want to make sure you get out everything you wanted to say and stuff. And tomorrow, I guess, Brother Chris said we're going on a debate league, not the debate league, the argument league. So then we got like another video or something that we're supposed to be doing with Chris. So
Okay.
if he's still there, you jump back in if you want. Go ahead, Kana. Got the floor.
No, you're good, dude. That's cool. Just let me know what's going on. Hopefully, if everything works out, you know, it'll go work out. Sometimes stuff happens, so I apologize in advance if something happens and I can't make it. But I always try to make it and, you know, do what I can, especially if it's gonna help everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it has to be done, it has to be done. So just keep me informed on that and let me know. And if anybody ever has any questions or anything, or they want to know anything, feel free to hit me up. Message me over YouTube or Facebook or whatever. Write down my
stuff. Yeah, let everybody know your links.
Yeah, it's the same name. It's just Quinalawa, like how it is on my YouTube. It's the same thing on my Facebook, but right now I'm in Facebook jail until the 25th. So I can't really message back on that at the moment, but from the 25th on, you guys can hit me up on there and I'll get you back. And I always reply and, you know, provide answers or any type of sources you guys need or anything like that. Feel free to hit me up, because I know that there's not a lot of that available. You know what I mean? Especially since Judah just completely like threw everybody for a loop. But yeah, besides that, just thanks for having me on. Thank you guys for listening and stuff, and thanks for like the apologies and stuff that everybody that did give one. I appreciate that and stuff, and I'm just glad that everybody's awake and out of that madness. So now we could just finish stamping out the bullshit and move on and start to build and start to really grow. You know what I mean?
Right on. Yeah.
So just all praises to Yahweh, man, and stuff like that. And I'm gonna bounce out too because I gotta crash. I gotta get up for work and stuff like that tomorrow. But thank you guys for having me on and stuff. And shalom, kawal yada Yahweh.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Shalom.
Shalom, brother. Yeah, do you have Brother Kana and stuff? Brother Mervin, you still there? Merv might be asleep. All right, we're gonna close this up. Back you can see, we got these brothers back here congregating with the Torah Knights. And Brother Lamont, you got anything to say? Vinaman, Amber, you guys want to say anything before we close up real quick?
Sure. I mean, go ahead.
I'll just say good to see you, Lamad. A lot of the people on the platform, well, a few of them, I should say, I didn't know or don't know, but look forward to getting to learn some information, because that's really what this is all about. I'm tired of all the other extra stuff. I'm just wanting to learn some stuff. So, yeah, peace to everybody. I'm going to call it a night. And Killa, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sorry, too, you had to go through all this stuff. Thanks a lot for telling us your testimony and stuff yesterday and everything. Brother Benny, man, you want to say something before we close out real quick?
God. Yeah, to all the groups out there, Israelite groups, non-Israelite groups, please put y'all differences aside. No one's better than nobody. Unity is key. These are families out here, brothers and sisters. Just learn to work together and stay strong. And if y'all can, get out of La La Land for at least 8 hours a day. If y'all can't do it because y'all have work schedule, whatever. On the weekends, give 8 hours to the Most High or whatever, some spiritual. Like, again, if you don't agree with someone, try to get some understanding out of it. There's always truth in something. Just divide the meat from the bones. Elevate your mind. Smoke some qualabashim. Do something besides the crap people do on a daily basis. This is not, for real, Playhouse Dungeons and Dragons. This is old, very, very old. But
yo, this
it's
like
great. It's great seeing Killer again though, and man, I haven't heard from Quana in the longest time. I didn't know that was him online.
Dude,
that's a blessing.
Years ago,
Wow.
he would have woke up years ago, and he that damn dude, man, put that damn spell on us. You see the video? I was like, yo, I've been around for like 7 years. I didn't see this video.
Damn.
I was blown away. A brother sent it to me. He was like, yo, you seen this? I was blown away.
Damn.
When Duda was talking about putting demons on Rob Rat, saying I control the demons and I'll put the demons in your brain and make them do what I want them to do, and it's gonna make you crazy, and I'm gonna be able to control you. You remember you was around for that, wasn't you? No, that might have been.
I heard rumors, but I didn't think it was true.
And like
Judah said this.
He said it. I remember it, but when I got all the screenshots from all in the chat, the comment boards, like I was like, damn, I don't remember all that. Like he was going
Killer,
like yo.
Real quick, were you around when he said Torah Knights is in the Torah? Like the Torah Knights is prophesied in the Torah. That blew my mind. That blew my mind.
Yep. Yeah, man. Thanks a lot for stopping by, man. It's good to see you and hear from you. Yeah, all praises to Yahweh. Yahweh God. Brother Lamar, you want to close this out?
Okay.
Wake up, Murph.
Oh, real quick. Shout out to brother Malachi, OTT. Shalom to all you brothers.
Yeah, we want to get y'all brothers on here. Brother Ira, OTT, Shalom,
Yakanan, Jason.
Yep, all of them. Yakal, Lakam,
brother Ant.
Yep, brother Mike, Mike McWorker or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. I know you. What's the other brother name? Not Lakai, said Lakam. Oh yeah, Ron. Quadash.
Oh, Kai. Yeah, Quadash. Kai. Can't feel about Quadash.
David Israel. David Israel. We gotta see you over here, man. David Israel. That damn Judah Natzarah. I told y'all about Judah Natzarah. That's about a long time. Y'all ain't want to believe me. I see you. I told you I saw him. Who else? It's another good brother, man.
We'll link up with them. I forget some of them.
Jay Indigenous. Jay Indigenous. He was down with Torah Knights, but I don't remember what his name was back then. He had a different name, but he was in the Torah Knights. I couldn't. I found that out. So Jay Indigenous, yeah, man. You was out. You know what Killer B is, man. You was on a sneak tip, bro. But yeah, man. Gotta get you on here. Who else, man? There was some more brothers, all you brothers, man, that was down Torah Nights and stuff and got out of there, woke up before I did and stuff. So yeah, man, we're gonna close this out. Yahweh Kad. Oh yeah, Lamont. You want to say something for me? Sorry.
Ak, you there?
Yeah. Lamont, take us out of here. Well, Lamont probably fell asleep on it. Nah, he did.
Oh, no.
Lamont.
No, I think he has trouble.
Yeah, I see his mic going in and out. Murr, wake up, man. Oh, dropped out. All right. So that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So, yeah, we're going to get on out of here. And
there you go. What you doing?
Oh, there you go.
Lamont, can you hear me?
Yeah, Kyle, we can hear you.
Okay. I wanted to read a scripture. It's Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 20. And it says, a soul that sins, it shall die. A son shall not bear the iniquity of his father, and a father shall not bear the iniquity of his son. The righteousness of the righteous person shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked person shall be upon him. As for the wicked man, if he repents from all his sins that he committed, and he observes all my decrees and my practices, justice and righteousness, he shall surely live. He shall not die. All his transgressions that he committed will be remembered against him. He shall live because of the righteous that he did. Do I desire the death of the wicked man? The word of the Lord, Yahweh Elohim. It is not rather his return from his ways that he may live. And when a righteous man turns away from his righteousness and practices corruption, shall he do like all the abominations that the wicked man did and live? All the righteousness that he had done will not be remembered because of his treachery, with which he betrayed, and because of his sin that he sinned. Because of them he shall die. So all we're saying is this: we're all sinners, and sometimes there are things that we do wrong. The fact that the idea is to work out those kinks and just turn away from all those things. And none of us are perfect, you know. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm perfect, but there are things that I've done when I was within the group that I had to apologize for. I did apologize for Benny and Mon. You remember this when we were clapping. Lex Vortex was on
Oh
on air
yeah.
blaspheming. He
Mm-hmm.
was blaspheming,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just cheering him on. I had to apologize. I had to apologize to Yahweh privately. I had to apologize on air when I called into Sal Showtime show. And there's other things that I did when that I was wicked because of being influenced. And I'm not going to say that it's not, you know, I'm not going to say that it's not all my fault. Obviously, I am responsible for my own actions, but that's the reason why I have to apologize. So that's all we're saying. All you have to do is just, you know, stop with the BS and rebuild from there. You know, that's all. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Shalom.
God, that's real too. That's what's up.
Brother Merv, one more chance, bro. Wake up. Not. We're gonna close this up. Thank you everybody for showing up. Check this out. Be sure to like, subscribe. Yeah, and stay tuned. Check out Chris Harris' channel, Andreas Harris, and yeah, Quinal's channel, Quinal Loa, and my channel. So we're gonna be doing some more videos over there, some teachings, some more of this information, and we're gonna continue our Cult Busters series. And this is the second episode of Judah's Trapped in the Closet series.
Oh, that's what this is. Has he not?
Yep, it's part 2. Part 2.
Oh, snap.
So, yeah, we can close it up. Yahweh Kai.
I heard another rumor.
Yahweh Kai.
Like King Cobra.
Yeah, it was. But after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died.
All praises to Yahweh Kai alone. Thank you. Heal from the ropes, another death note. Mark Zuckerberg heard scapegoats because y'all continuously miss what y'all spoke. With only a drop left of antidote. Heal from the ropes, another death note. Mark Zuckerberg heard scapegoats because y'all continuously miss what y'all spoke. With only a and you gave it to him. Length of days, forever, forever, and ever, and ever.
I heard another rumor that you were bitten by a king cobra.
Yeah, I was. But after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died.
TK Mafia, we out of here. Boy.